Alright. Yan, good evening guys. Okay lang ba yung mic ko? Parang medyo mahina, no? Wait lang. Ah, yeah. Hello. Lakas ba masyado? Yan. Hello. Clear naman? Okay, sige. Okay, so good evening guys. Welcome ulit sa stream natin, sa public stream natin, no? Maraming nagre-request dito sa MBTI na to. Actually, nagpa-survey tayo kung anong bang gusto nyo. Ano bang gusto nyo i-stream kasi medyo naubusan na ako ng idea kung anong i-stream ko eh. So, at least, actually, may tatlo akong idea. Pero syempre, mas maganda kung manggaling sa inyo kung ano yung pag-uusapan natin. And yes, no, this is MBTI, the personality test. Dapat yata nilagay natin sa title yan, no? Para marami ding makanood. But anyway, yun, no? As you all know, uh, uh, I'm a bit fond of MBTI, no? Kasi actually isa to sa mga naunang exposure ko sa psych, no? Pero mamaya pag-usapan natin 'yan. And a lot of psych people I know, no, na parang nag-umpisa pa lang sa psychology, parang ito rin yung parang naging unang exposure nila sa psychology, no? And naging trend nga yung MBTI na to, and there are channels, no? There are channels sa YouTube na parang dedicated sa MBTI. And I think, no, yon yung mga K-pop, tama, no? Yung K-pop, yung Korean culture in general. So, maraming issue actually yung MBTI, and yun actually yung parang pag-uusapan natin dito sa stream na to, no? Pero before natin pag-usapan kung ano ba yung MBTI, ano ba yung mga issue ng MBTI, no? Siguro yung iba sa inyo curious kayo. Ano ba yung MBTI ko? So, para mas masaya yung sagot, no? Actually, alam naman siguro ng mga ibang viewers natin, no? Pero para mas masaya yung sagot natin, mas interactive, mag-take ako ng 16 personalities dito sa ano natin, sa stream natin, no? Para tapos hulaan nyo ano yung mga isasagot ko. Wala nyo kung ano yung mga sasagot ko dun sa mga tanong para tingnan natin kung kilala nyo talaga ako. Okay, so yun lang naman yung pag-uusapan natin dito. And then of course, if you have any questions, if you have clarifications, pwede rin yung itanong mamaya. And by the way pala, last year, no, nakalimutan ko din sabihin, last year parang nung sa board exam, sa mga magte-take ng board exam dyan, lumitaw daw yung MBTI, no? Despite the fact that me and other reviewers, no, other lecturers are always saying na outdated na tong test na to, hindi siya valid, no, dapat di na siya gamitin. Despite all of that, ayun, lumabas daw siya sa board exam. That's why I told myself nung nakita ko yung feedback na yun. Okay, sige, pag-usapan natin yung MBTI, no, kahit pahapyaw lang, no, para kumbaga aware din naman yung mga magte-take, no, o kaya yung mga ibang mga psych majors din regarding sa MBTI and bakit kailangan na siyang iligwak, no. Sa totoo lang kailangan siya iligwak. But anyway, so let's start, no, para naman masaya na tayo kung anina natin. Take natin yung quiz, no? Yan. Kikita nyo na ba? Kikita nyo ba? Yan. Kikita nyo, no? Kikita ko sa stream eh. Okay, so ito yung 16 personalities, no, na parang isa sa mga pinakasikat na website na kung saan, ano, hopefully pwede naman i-stream to. Alam ko pwedeng i-stream to kasi naging trending to sa YouTube, no, na ini-stream ng mga, no. So, sa mga friends nyo dyan, no, na wala pa sa stream, tapos gusto nyong magkaroon ng tea, ayan, ano yun nyo? Invite nyo na sila sa stream, no, para makita ninyo kung ano yung MBTI ko. So, only 10 minutes to get a freakishly accurate description of who you are. Dito pa lang may mga red flag na, no? Bakit red flag? Freakishly accurate sa mga nag-review dyan regarding sa face value, reliability, and validity. Anong comment nyo dyan sa freakishly accurate? Meron ba kayong comment dyan? Ako kasi ang dami ko pwedeng masabi dyan. But anyway, so marami siyang pwedeng maging issues, marami siyang pwedeng maging anything, no? Marami siyang pwedeng maging, anong tawag dito, connotations. Pero just take note of that. Freakishly accurate. Tapos tingnan natin yung mga ibang sinasabi sa, yan, understand your team better. Ala, Understand others, okay? Sige, ano pa? Ayan, meron pang see what others have to say. Architect, INTJA. Incredibly thorough and scary daw. Wala. Ah, it's like someone putting a mirror to your face and seeing your true self whether you like it or not. No? Let's assume na totoo yung mga sinasabi nito. Parang daming red flag, no? As a experienced assessor and psychometrician na nagpa-take na ng maraming psychological test dito pa lang parang kayo ba meron na ba kayo nakitang mga ganyan, mga testimonial sa mga test na nung nag-OJT kayo? This site is amazing. I just took the test, di ba? So, ayan, ano ba? Madami pa, no? Ewan ko ba? Basta pinainano ko lang, no? Baka sabihin, sir, mag-take ka na ng test. Wait lang, no? Pinapakita ko lang yung mga, yung mga sinasabi nila. I just fell into place. I could probably breathe, no? Ayan. It was awesome to read something that described you so well. And knowing that you're not a weirdo, I did not expect a profile so accurate. Pag-uusapan natin yung mga sinasabi nila, no? Pero sige na nga, i-take na natin yung test, no? Para naman masaya-saya yung buhay. So, ano to? So, okay lang ba yung ganyan? Nakikita nyo ba lahat? Nakikita nyo ba? O i-ano ko ng konti? Yan. Mas nakikita ba? Yan, okay. Unshackled daw. Gusto ko yung word na unshackled. Okay, so first question. You regularly make new friends. Agree, disagree? Ay, by the way, yung site pala 16personalities.com, no? So, you can nyo lang, search nyo lang 16 personalities, lalabas naman agad yan. No? So, this is based on MBTI. So, yun. You regularly make new friends. I can make friends easily, but I do not seek friends. I mean, mabilis ako makipag-friends, no? Pero I don't regularly make new friends. So I think this is disagree, no? Pero hindi naman siya totally disagree because I would love to have some friends, no? So lagay natin dito siguro. Ayan. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones, no? Di ka friendly, sir? Medyo hindi. Hindi, ano lang talaga ako. Yung introversion ko medyo mataas. So, ayan, complex ideas and novels. So, palagay nyo ang sagot ko dito. Ang sagot ko dito is strongly agree. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Ayan. Palagay nyo anong sagot ko dito. Lagi ko sinasabi, no? Walang pakialam ang universe sa feelings mo, di ba? So, ako, palagay nyo anong sagot ko dito. Madali lang naman yung sagot ko dito, no? Kung nakikinig na kayo sa mga streams, sa mga videos natin, no, na lagi kong sinasabing life is suffering. So, ang ano ko dito is I disagree, no? I like my facts. I like my factual arguments. I don't like the emotions, no? And sa totoo lang naalibadbaran ako sa mga arguments na nag-a-appeal sa emotions. I want to smack them right out of their face. Okay? So your living and working space are clean and organized. Natin chat box para makita natin. So organized and clean. Palagay nyo, yung wife ko, nandyan ba siya? Nandyan ba yung wife? Masasagot niya to, no? Ang sagot ko dito is, palagay nyo, living working space are clean. Agree ako dyan. Okay? Kaya, bet kayo may pa-actual live exam, sis. I know kaya search itong MBTI, sir, pero may adapted version or need pa ba ng adapted version ng MBTI para sa Philippine setting? Isang issue yan, no? To answer your question, supposedly, no? Pero, syempre, alam naman natin, tipid sa Philippines and some test developers do not see the value in translating this test, no? Okay? So, ayan. So, you usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. There are times na I'm calm, no? And pressure sometimes does not really come in my life. I mean, madalang lang ako ma-pressure kasi I'm always prepared. Okay? Pero if there is a pressure, I can stay calm but not that totally calm. So siguro lagay natin dito sa agree na konti, no? Pero relatively speaking, I'm calm. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Can you answer this for me? Yung pagpo-promote ko sa sarili ko, no? Daunting ba siya para sa akin? Palagay niyo. Okay, so ito, kita naman sa mga thumbnail ko, kita naman sa mga promotional materials ko, lagi kong sinusulpak yung mukha ko, kaya hindi daunting para sa akin yun. So, disagree. Next. You prioritize and plan tasks efficiently, often completing them before the deadline. Yes, I do that. Hindi ako ang tawag dito. Hindi ako procrastinator. I always follow the deadline. And I don't like people who procrastinate. Tanungin niyo yung mga estudyante ko kung ano yung mga pinanggagawa ko sa klase para di sila mag-procrastinate. Okay. So, people's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Palagay nyo, ano dito? Stories and emotions speaks louder than numbers and data. To be honest, I'm both eh. No? I'm both. I like stories, I like emotions of people, I like reading them. No, I also like numbers. I also like data because numbers and data are also stories, 'di ba? So this is a bad item for me, no? Bakit sa bad item? They are not mutually exclusive eh, no? Emotions and numbers are not mutually exclusive. I know a lot of people getting emotional because of numbers. Okay? So, ayan, hindi siya I don't like this item. Okay, you like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists? Palagay nyo? So, I am actually a big planner. So, this is agree. Even a small mistakes can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. No. Whenever I do mistakes, no, I just learn from it. Madalang lang akong, siyempre, pag nag-fail ako or nagkaroon ako ng failure, nagkaroon ako ng mistake, no, major mistake sa buhay, of course, I will feel bad about it, no, but siguro mga 1 linggo lang yun, la maximum. And then after nun, I can learn from it, no? Kasi mistakes are meant to be, learning experiences, at least for me. Okay, so whenever I do a mistake, I just forgive myself, no? And then just learn from it and then move on. So I disagree with that. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Palagay nyo, anong sagot ko dito? Basically, parang tinatanong dito, kayang bang makipag-usap sa ibang tao, no? Nung random lang. Whether you believe it or not, I should agree with this, no? I can easily strike up a conversation because di ko alam. Mabilis lang sa akin yun. Ano ako eh, di ko sinisik nga yung company ng ibang tao. Pero if the company is there, I can always strike up a conversation. So, you are not too interested in discussions about various interpretation of creative works. I disagree, no? I like having discussion about creative works, no? For example, with my wife, pag binabasa namin yung mga libro ni Sanderson, we always talk about the themes, no, yung mga characters, no, and then sometimes we disagree, no, merong isang character sa Stormlight Archive na gustong-gusto niya, gustong-gusto ko, tapos siya sukang-suka siya dun sa character na yon, and then we argue about it, 'di ba? So yan, I like arguing about creative works. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Agree. Hindi ko na-explain yun. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. I disagree. I will die if I don't have a schedule. Okay? So you rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Yes, no? I do not really care about their impression about me. Siguro konti, pero not that I really care. Parang wala lang, no? Hala sir, kasal ka na? Hindi ko po alam. Yes, kakakasal ko lang last year. 2023. 1 year na kami. Okay, so you enjoy participating in team-based activities? Depende eh. Kasi kung Dota to, why not? No? Kung 5 lang kami. No? Pero kunyari, Dota with my friends, okay. No? Pero team-based in general, lalo na sa office, lalo na sa trabaho, di ako sumasama sa mga retreat, di ako sumasama. Kasi ayoko, parang mas gusto ko na stay sa bahay. So I will disagree with this. Okay? So, you enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Agree, no? Kasi hindi magagawa yung channel na to kung hindi ako nag-experiment sa mga bagay-bagay. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Palagay nyo, anong sagot ko dito? If you know me personally, yung mabilis lang sagot dito kasi I prefer to be honest than to be sensitive. Okay, so next, you actively seek out new experience and knowledge areas to explore. Yes, I agree with this. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. Yes, I worry, but I plan for it, so I'm not really worrying about it. So, how will I answer that? Palagay nyo. Kasi, ang ano ng question, ang weird na to eh. Ang weird nito, di ba? You're prone to worrying about things that will take a turn for worse. Because if you worrying implies that things will get worse. So why give that ano pa? You're prone to worry. Siguro I am prone to worry. Yeah, I agree. No? You enjoy solitary hobbies and activities more than group ones. Agree. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Disagree. I actually during nung high school ako, gusto ko maging fantasy author. Kaya ko ba bang gawin yun? Hindi ko alam. Tingnan natin. You favor efficiency in decisions, even it means regarding some emotional aspects. Siguro 5 years ago, I will answer agree. But right now, siguro dahil tumatanda na rin ako and I have some more experience about life, I will not totally agree. Kasi sometimes in decision making, you also kailangan mo rin kailangan mo rin yung emotional aspect, 'di ba? You're deciding for you to have a good life, to have a happy life, 'di ba? So siguro gitna ako dito. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I agree, no? Mas gusto kong wala akong iniisip na mga pending. Okay? For better or for worse. Kasi nung hindi ko makontrol to nun, ay, hindi ako nakakatulog. Okay, 40%. So in disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Agree. Siyempre, disagreement nga, di ba? Pero siguro, hindi na ako masyado, no? Compared 5 years ago, hindi na ako masyado. No? I still, kasi pwede mo naman i-prove yung point mo without hurting the feelings of other people. Di ba? So, pwede naman yun eh. May way naman na ganun. Habang tumatanda ka, nare-realize mo yan. So, you usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gathering. No. Sometimes, I do it first. Okay? Your mood can change very quickly. Disagree. No? Yung mood ko, mahirap mabago. Kung ano yung mood ko nung una, matagal bago magbago yun. You're not easily swayed by emotional agreements. Yes, I agree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Disagree. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. As you can see, I enjoy that. Okay, you usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Palagay niyo. I prefer to be around others rather than on my own. Disagree. I prefer to be on my own. Maliban na lang sa mga close friends ko. You become bored or lose interest when the discussions get highly theoretical. Disagree. Mas gusto ko yan pag highly theoretical. Tawag sa akin ng mga kaibigan ko theory, you know? Kasi I like talking about theoretical things. Okay, so when fact and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. 5 years ago, I know my answer in this one. But right now, why not both? Pwede namang both eh. Facts and feelings, di ba? So, gitna tayo dyan. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work, study, disagree, I can make a habit in a week. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Sometimes I second guess, sometimes no. Depende sa situation. So, siguro sa gitna. Your friends would describe you as lively at going. Disagree. Kasama ko yung mga friends ko, nananahimik lang ako. Okay, so you're drawn to various forms of creative expression such as writing. Agree. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. I agree. You have to-do list for each day. I agree. Meron ako to-do list dito. Natapos ko lahat, by the way. Ito na lang yung last. You rarely feel insecure. Agree. You avoid making phone calls. Agree. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Totally agree. And you can easily connect with other people you just have met. Yes, I can, I think. No? If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Definitely agree. You're still bothered by the mistakes. Disagree. Tagal na yun. You're not too interested in discussing theories. Disagree. No? Ang saya kaya nun, ano mangyayari sa future. Your emotions control you more than you control them. 5 years ago, I would answer disagree. No? But right now, I think not totally disagree, but disagree pa din. Okay? When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. Disagree. Mas gusto ko yung kung ano yung logical or efficient. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous burst of energy than disagree ako dito. Siguro naman sa mga sa mga stream na pinanggagawa ko lately, 'di ba? Makikita niyo naman kung ano yung sagot ko diyan. Mas gusto ko yung consistent effort. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take will take them to feel disappointed in you. I disagree. No, I generally don't care. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Agree. You believe that pondering abstracted philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet, intimate places. Nung high school ako and college din siguro, I would answer here na parang disagree. No, pero the more I observe myself, no, I don't mind being in a bustling or busy na area, but also at the same time gusto ko din yung quiet and intimate places. So I could not really answer this in a straightforward manner, but as of right now siguro yung quiet, intimate place. No, so disagree ako dito. Next, if a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Disagree, I need proofs. Before I do something, I need evidence, I need information. You often feel overwhelmed. Disagree, although there was a time in my life na na-overwhelm ako, but it's not really all the time. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Disagree. You prefer tasks that requires you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Agree. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning. Disagree. I rely on my logic. You struggle with deadlines. Disagree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Of course, no? Okay, so gender, I'm male. See results. Yan, okay. So, ayun, TJ pa din. So, yan yung ano ka natin, yan yung MBTI natin, ay yung TGA. So, palagay nyo, accurate ba? Accurate ba? I mean, tama ba yung mga hula ninyo? Parang may nakahula naman yata eh. No? INTJ. Oh, INTJ ako. And actually, nung first time to din na tinake to, INTJ din ako. Pero there was a time na naging INTP yan. And even ENTJ. So, minsan iba-iba siya, no? So, architect daw, no? Are imaginative and strategic thinkers with a plan for everything. Yan. I have plans for everything, yes. Manipulator daw yung mga yan, sabi ni Jonathan. Okay, so tingnan natin. Introversion ko 69%. Intuition ko 98%. Medyo mataas yung intuition ko, no? And then thinking 72%. And then judging 100%. So masyado akong the judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning spontaneity. Ano pa ba? Sa thinking, 72%. Dati yung thinking ko, ito yung 90 eh. Tapos yung intuition, intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. The problem here is, di ba lahat ng tao ganyan? Siguro dito merong may evidence naman introversion, extroversion. Introverted individuals prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions. Okay. Thinking individuals focus on objectivity and rationality, often dismissing emotion in favor of logic. They tend to see effectiveness as more important than social harmony. Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. Ano ko na to. And then assertive ako. Assertive daw ako. Assertive individuals are self-assured, even tempered and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident when striving to achieve goals. So kung nasa YouTube space ka, hindi pwedeng di ka ganito, no? Okay, so wag na nating ano yan. Okay, so basahin natin yung ano niyan, no? Nasaan yung sabi dito, katakot ka, sir? Grabe naman. Hindi naman totoo to eh. Kahit DJ wala ko, sir, kasi di ba Archie ka, sir, nag-shift RPM. Hindi, parang iba yata. Actually, yung mga architect, parang mas INTP yung mga yun eh. Kesa INTJ. No, ay mga INTJ, mga engineer. Although ENTJ yata yung mga engineer. Di ko alam. Medyo na ako sa MBTI, no? So people with the INTJ personal type are intellectually curious, deep-seated thirst for knowledge, maybe, yes. Tend to value creative ingenuity, straightforward rationality and self-improvement, yes. They consistently work toward enhancing intellectual abilities and are often driven by an intense desire to master any and every topic that piques their interest. That's also a yes, no? I have so many interests. I have interest in history, philosophy, psychology, neuroscience, no? Ano pa ba yung mga interest ko lately? Gundam, anime. Medyo marami nga. Pero hindi ba lahat ng tao ganyan? I mean, madalang lang ako makita ng tao na isa lang yung ano niya, isa lang yung interest niya sa buhay. No, madami na kasi even the most straightforward person I know, which is basta, meron din siyang mga ibang hobbies, no? For example, sige, sabihin ko, yung kuya ko, he is a software engineer. Software engineer siya, so very logical, very straight to the point ng ano niya, ng thinking niya. Pero isa sa mga hobbies niya mag-travel. Di ba parang everyone is like that, okay? So everyone is like that. Everyone have many things, no? Maraming interest, and then all of us are going through self-improvement naman, di ba? So nasa ano yan, humanistic perspective. Logical and quick-witted, di ako quick-witted. Quick-witted ba ako? I think not. INTJ pride themselves on their ability to think themselves, not to mention their uncanny knack for seeing right through phoniness and hypocrisy. Medyo may ganito ako. I don't like hypocrisy. And whenever I see one, naalibadbaran ako. Because their minds are never at rest, these personalities may sometimes struggle to find people who can keep up with their non-stop analysis of everything around them. Yeah. But when they do find like-minded individuals who appreciate their intensity and depth of thought, the INTJs form profound and intellectually stimulating relationships that they deeply treasure. So, di ko na babasahin yung kabuuan dito, no? Kasi parang aanin lang. Uulitin niya lang and then expound lang to the point na parang ipi-please ka niya. Okay. So, ipi-please niya yung sir, single ba siya? Yung kuya ko may asawa na yun. Quick-witted ka, sir, pero medyo dark ang humor. Ano pa yan? Meron pang shackles yan. Hindi pa yan. Hindi pa naka full-blown yung dark humor. But anyway, so I don't see myself as quick-witted. No? I just have a plan for everything. So I always plan for everything. Uy, may bago tayong member. Jaylin Kilakwil. Welcome. So, ayan, by sa mga ano pala, no, may membership tayo. So, if you want to support the channel, you can click join sa baba, no? So, click nyo lang sa baba dyan, tabi ng subscribe. And yung mga nagpa-prepare for board exam, meron tayong magandang perks, no? For BLEP Reviewer Live Lec and BLEP Reviewer Advanced, no? So, meron tayong mga lectures doon na in-depth. Parang ganito siya, no? Pero mas maraming pinag-uusapan, no, mas malalim, and then syempre parang targeted talaga yung review for the board exam. So ayun, plug lang ng konti. Okay. So ayun, as you can see, no, itong mga sinasabi niya, I think ako personally, yes, nag-agree ako sa maraming bagay, but at the same time, if you will look at it in a broader perspective. No? Yung parang kung lalayo ka, titignan mo yung mga iba pang mga personality. Like, for example, personality types, no? INTJ, INTP. Parang halos parehas sila, no? Puzzle over mysteries of the universe. That is also the same with the INTJs with their thirst for knowledge. Diba? They also incredibly creative and inventive. What is the difference between INTJ kung ganyan? Diba? Creative and inventive daw yung mga INTJ. Same is INTP, no? O baka sabihin nyo, sir, masyado naman kasing parehas yung INTP tsaka INTJ. Sige, tignan natin yung iba. Yung mas iba, no? Yung ESFJ. Ay, ESFP. Kasi yung ESFP. ESFP. Kasi yung ESFP. ESFP, entertainer. Magkaiba ba? Spontaneously breaking song and dance. Hindi ako ganyan. They caught excitement. Generous and encouraging others. Such a irresistible type. Living with passion. Appear to be very comfortable in spotlight. It's not love for being saan pa ba? Simplest thing, there's no greater. Okay. So, medyo iba nga. So, they tend to have strongest aesthetic. They have eye for passion. Okay. So, creative. Basically, creative. Right? Creativity. Okay. So, creativity yung ano na naman dyan. So, di ba, nakikita niyo yung point ko? Nakikita niyo yung mga sinasabi ko? Sa pahapyaw lang yan, no? Sa mga criticism sa 16 personalities. But, then again, yun nga. 16 personalities it's there, no? Dinevelop yan. And I think, it's about time, no? Para magkaroon tayo ng konting idea, no? Kung ano ba talaga yung MBTI, saan siya nanggaling, and ano yung mga issues niya currently. No? And siguro kung sinusundan niyo yung mga sinasabi ko, makikita niyo, no, yung pattern na kung saan parang ano ba yung mga nagiging problema dito sa test na to and paano natin siya masusolusyonan. Di natin siya masusolusyonan. Pero paano natin i-reinterpret, no, yung mga results na meron dito sa ano natin, sa test na to. Okay? So, meron tayong bagong member din, si Rose Ann Cantero. Welcome, no, for being a member. So, thank you for your support. No? Super learner yung tier niya. Okay, so, yun. INTJ, ano yung comment nyo? No? Ano yung comment nyo sa result ko na yun? Agree ba kayo? Disagree kayo? No? Ano pa ba yung mga sinasabi? Naalala ko before INFJ ako tapos naging INFJ after a month. Uy, di ba? May mga ganyan na cases. No? Sa akin din, may ganyan na cases. Naging INTJ, naging INFP. No? Ano pa ba? Sir, paano kami na mas nakasabay i-flood na yung likes ng video? Oo, pwede. Why? Okay, so, yun yung ano ng MBTI. Yun yung parang overview ng MBTI. Ngayon, alam nyo ng MBTI ko, binasa na natin yung mga ibang description ng MBTI ng MBTI. Pag-usapan naman natin, no, kung ano ba yung parang issues or siguro ano ba yung MBTI in the first place. So, hanapin ko lang yung presentation ko. Documents. Wait lang kalimutan kong buksan before tayo mag-start. Okay. Okay, so yan, MBTI. F11. Ayan. PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So, syempre agree kami, sir. Masyado ka kasi meticulous. Yeah. Siguro kung may word na magde-describe sa akin is that I am very meticulous, no? Ano yung meticulous as a person because yeah, I'm like that. Okay? Wait lang, but ayaw ng ano. Nag-iba-iba tayo na. Discord, Streamlabs. Ba't di niya maano? So, mag-add tayo ng bagong source. Wait lang ananin ko lang yung yan. Okay. So, kita nyo na, no? Yung Myers-Briggs Indicator. So, Sir, if apply ko, i-learn yung na-learn ko siya, hindi siya reliable kasi hindi siya stable over time. Yes, no, that's the one. Mamaya, hindi natin yan. Naalala ko, sir, sabi ng prof namin, ang concern niya din sa MBTIs dahil nga kung paano nagbabago agad yung results and personality last, if not throughout time and a long time. Yun din, no? Isa ding issues yun, no? And mamaya, pag parang i-elaborate ko halos lahat ng mga issues ng MBTI. So, pero before that, no, yung parang yung pinaka-presentation natin, siguro, sana mabilis lang ako mag-explain ngayon, no? Kasi wala kang masyadong may explain sa MBTI. So what is MBTI? Uses of MBTI, issues and limitations, and of course yung alternative. Okay? So, but before that, I want to be clear din, no, na yun nga, I have found this towards MBTI because before, di ko lang kung alam nyo na yung kwento, pero kung alam nyo na yung kwento, pagpasensyahan nyo na, ulitin ko para sa mga bago nating mga viewers, no? Nung nag-shift ako, dati architecture ako, and then I want to, wait lang, paano yung audio ko? Clear pa naman yung audio ko? Okay. So, na-realize ko na parang di nga ako sa architecture. I have, parang, I can do it, but I'm not really I'm not really having fun. I'm not really having the best time of my life. No? So, ayan, clear naman. Okay, so thank you. So, parang I decided to shift. I decided to stop actually. Stop studying and then take a break. And then parang as I was taking a break, ang original kong plano is mag-take ng AB Communications, no? Mass Comm yung una ko dapat course before psych. And but then again, parang naisip ko, wait lang, sure na ba ako sa Mass Comm? So, parang ang ginawa ko, sige, para mas sure ako, no, knowing myself, parang gusto ko ng evidence, no, kasi nagkamali na ako sa Archie, nagkamali na ako sa Archie na ginawa ko kasi wala akong evidence na that pointing towards that I'm actually good in architecture. So, nag-take ako ng, parang, syempre, ano ba yung pinaka-logical tool na gagamitin mo to know more about yourself? Of course, personality test. Diba? So, nag-take ako ng personality test and then, naghahanap ako sa internet. And kapag maghahanap ka kasi ng personality test sa internet, ang una laging lalabas is MBTI. Okay, hindi pa ganito yung hindi pa ganyan yung UI niya, hindi pa ganyan yung user interface niya. Wala pang 16 personalities noon. Ang tinake ko noon, HTML pa, yung pasanasin talagang sinaunang version pa ng internet, no? Kasi that is 2012. Okay? So, yun yung una kong tinake MBTI and ang lumabas na unang ang result is INTJ. Okay? So, INTJ ako. Now, the thing about it is that hindi ako nag-dwell sa MBTI. Okay? Kasi, ang isa pang naisip ko nun, legit ba tong MBTI na to? No? Ilang taon ako nun? Mga nasa 16 yata or 17. So, 16 or 17 ako nun. So, parang nung tinake ko, INTJ ako, tapos, parang totoo parang totoo yung sinasabi niya. Pero, knowing myself, or kung yun nga, yung being JP, parang inisip ko, wait lang, legit ba to? Diba? Yun yung una ko naisip, legit ba to? No? So, para malaman ko kung legit ba to or hindi, syempre, madali lang yan. Tignan mo sa Wikipedia. Okay, Wikipedia, sinearch ko yung Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, and then nakita ko na hindi pala siya original content. I mean, hindi sa original content. Pero parang hindi siya yung totoo, hindi siya yung parang original na progenitor. Meron siyang basis. Meron siyang pinagbasihan. No, and yung pinagbasihan na yon is of course si Carl Jung. So, nung nakita ko na si Carl Jung yung parang basis niya, ayun, siyempre, alam nyo naman sa Wikipedia, hindi ko alam kung alam nyo, no? Pero sa Wikipedia kasi, di ba, ang daming links doon. Nung mga panahon yun, tambay ako lagi sa Wikipedia. And minsan, until now naman. So, kinlik ko yung si Carl Jung, and then binasa ko yung biography niya, binasa ko yung theory niya, binasa ko yung mga functions, and then, nabigla na lang ako parang gabi na, no? Nag-take ako umaga, gabi na, kasi kinonsume ko lahat. No, about sa analytical psychology, and then even si Freud, nabasa ko si Freud, si Adler hindi, pero silang dalawa, si Jung tsaka si Freud, nabasa ko sila, and then doon ako nagkaroon ng idea regarding psychology, and then nag-enjoy ako for a month siguro, yun lang yung binabasa ko. And then realize ko na, okay, so baka pwede ako sa psychology. And then, we're here. Fast forward now, nandito ako, nagtuturo ng psychology. Okay? So, what I'm saying here is, as a noob in psychology, it's like a gateway substance. Parang drugs lang yun. Parang gateway substance siya, so, because it's easy to access. No? I think meron sa inyo na parang, na ang unang exposure psychology is MBTI. And I have a lot of students din na parang ganun din yung nangyari sa kanila. Because it's easy access, no? It's easy to digest, di ba? Yung parang yun nga, talagang i-explain niya yung personality mo sa'yo, di ba? Tapos, uy, ako yun, di ba? Uy, tama yun, di ba? And will point you towards the good stuff down the road, no? Kasi as you learn more about MBTI, you will learn about the Carl Jung, and Carl Jung is one of the foundation of psychology, no? Especially in clinical. So, ayun. Mag-ano na lang yan, mag-roll over na lang yan. So, I have fondness for MBTI. No, I actually like MBTI. But then again, no, as a psychometrician, as a practitioner, no, as a person who knows more about the psychometric properties that is needed, no, to be satisfied para masabi na yung test is good or not, medyo kailangan kong i-temper yung fondness ko sa MBTI. Okay? So, ayan. Medyo ano natin yan. Medyo pag-usapan natin yan. Okay, so as I've mentioned nga, MBTI is based off Jung's idea. So si Carl Jung kasi mention tinatawag na attitudes and functions, no? Marami siguro sa inyo ang alam nyo kay Jung is yung collective unconscious. Pero yung yan psychology, yung collective unconscious na yun, so ang unconscious na yun, mas archaic na yung mga yun, no? Pero after ng unconscious, of course, may conscious. Yung personal consciousness na tinatawag. So yung sa personal consciousness, dun yung personality na lumalabas sa atin. Okay, so according kay Jung, yung personality natin has two structures, no? Meron tayong attitude tsaka function. Hindi ko alam kung structure ba yung tinawag niya doon, no? Maraming translation issues dyan. But basically, yun nga, may attitudes and functions. So yung attitudes, that is the introversion and extroversion, no? How you deal with the world, no? Are you looking at it in external perspective? Ibig sabihin, mas objective ka ba in taking in information? Okay? Or are you introverted? No? Introverted, ibig sabihin, you have a world in your mind. No, that is, kumbaga, may own representation ko ng external reality na meron kayo. So that is the attitude, that is the definition ng attitude ni Carl Jung. Okay? So, ano yan? Parang ano ba yung ano mo sa mundo? Paano yung orientation ba? Attitude mo, yung parang is it something that is externally objective or is it something that is internally projected in your mind? Okay? So introversion and extroversion ni yung ganon. And then yung sensing, intuiting, thinking and feeling, those are the functions of the mind. No, how we process information, how do we decide, no, paano tayo mag-decide on our lives, no, paano natin i-process yung mga information na pumapasok, no, sa brain natin or sa experience natin. Okay? So yung sensing and intuiting, this is how we make sense, okay? Ibig sabihin how we make sense, how we understand the world. Okay, yung mga sensing, they tend to observe. Okay, they tend to use their five senses, no, in collecting information, no, and making sense of that information sometimes. And then intuiting naman on the other hand, they use their unconscious. Okay? So ibig sabihin na unconscious dito, yung parang they don't really rely on their five senses. They rely on their rational part, yung paano siya nag-isip. Okay? So kumbaga parang may depths of unexplained way of making sense of the world. Ganun yung mga intuitive na tao. Ironically, no, intuitive yung results ko, pero I would not say that I'm an intuitive person in the general sense of the word. Ano ba yung general sense of the word ng intuition? Pag sinabi kasing intuitive yung tao, yung parang hindi mo kailangan mag-isip, di ba? Yung parang meron kang instinct na tinatawag. And if you know me, no, I'm not an instinctive person. I always think about what I will say, what I will do, what I will think. I also think about what I think. Okay? So I'm not that intuitive in the everyday sense of the world. But then again, I am intuitive daw, no, in a Jungian function perspective because I tend to connect information instantly. Siguro dun ako nag-agree na whenever I'm presented information, I have this sense na kung yung pattern recognition basically. I can recognize patterns instantly. But at the same time, sensing is also like that, no? Yun nga lang sa sensing kasi it's more on the concrete things, yung mga nakikita. Ako kasi yung intuition ko nandun sa mga abstract things like theories, no? Numbers, data, tsaka mga hypotheticals. Yun yung mga intuitive tsaka mga sensing. Yung mga intuitive, sila yung mga theoretical person. Sensing, sila yung mga realistic person in the everyday sense of the word. So, ganun siguro sila. Thinking and feeling naman, this is how we, again, processing of information din. Yung mga thinking, sila usually yung mga rational mag-isip. Sila yung step-by-step logical procedure. Okay? Am I doing this right? Am I feeling this right? Okay? So, that is how kumbaga yung mga taong thinking, sila daw yung ganun kung mag-isip. Okay? Yung parang meron silang mga rules, meron silang logical line. And then, feeling naman on the other hand is that para siyang instinct din. Siguro ito yung mas malapit dun sa instinct na alam natin. Okay? So, ano nyo, no? Sana na nakakasunod kayo. Iba yung instinct, di ba? So, yung instinct, pag sinabing, uy, ang instinct, ang galing ng instinct ng tao, no? Yung parang, for example, sa mga females. Yung mga babae, di ba? Matakas yung mga instinct ninyo. Okay? And usually, mga babae, feeling din sila. Mataas yung feeling nila. Okay? So, and then yung mga lalaki, thinking sila. Actually, animus anima yan. Kung titignan natin. So, feeling, that is the intuition. That is the instinct type. Okay? So, and then thinking, sila yung mga logical type. Okay? So, that's how functions and attitude works. The thing about Jung is that, hindi siya bipolar. Ibig sabihin ng bipolar, baka sabihin nyo, disorder. Bipolar na disorder. Parang, yung introversion and extroversion, kunyari, yung isang tao, we tend, me, as an introvert, I tend to be introverted with my experiences, no? In a Jungian sense of the word. But at the same time, hindi naman ako totally introversion lang na parang hindi ko nakikita yung mundo as it is. Okay? So, in other words, it's not, kung introverted ka, hindi naman ibig sabihin na wala kang qualities ng pagiging extrovert. It's just that you prefer to be an introvert. So, ganun yung kay Jung. So, tandaan niyo yun. Ganun yung kay Jung. Si Jung, wala siyang sinasabi na introverted ka lang. Wala siyang sinasabi na sensing ka lang. Wala siyang sinasabi na thinking ka lang. Ang sinasabi niya is, meron kang konti dun sa kabilang side. Okay? So, yun. Yun yung kaiba ng kay Jung. And another na pinagkaiba ng MBTI kay Jung is that si Myers-Briggs, dinagdagan nila yung judging and perceiving. Okay? So, yung parang reason nila kung bakit nila dinagdag yung judging and perceiving is that para malaman nila kung ano yung dominant na function tsaka yung secondary function. May tertiary function pa nga yan. So, I will not really explain the technicalities of it, but basically, sa judging and perceiving kasi, it is inaano dito kung ano yung secondary mo, kung rational ba or irrational. Okay? So, yung mga judging, usually, they are the rational people, and then the perceiving, they are the irrational people. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na irrational yung parang clinical sense of the word na irrational. Okay? Pag sinabi lang irrational, you're not logical. Okay? But then again, yung isang ko kay Myers-Briggs, bakit mo pa nilagay yung judging and perceiving kung may thinking and feeling ka na? Same lang naman si judging tsaka si perceiving. Ay, same lang si judging tsaka si thinking. Same lang si feeling tsaka si perceiving. Diba? Parang, yes, so may nagsabi dito, mga P ang approach to life daw ay spontaneous. Di ba ganun din yung mga feeling? Spontaneous din sila. Uy, Jan Paula Layog, thank you for joining. Yung student kita, di ba? Thank you for joining us a member, Black Live Black. So, I hope you enjoyed the reviews. At kumusta na, no? Okay, so yun. Di ba parang, why? Why would you add that? Judging and perceiving. Parang, ano lang, alam niyo yung na-feeling ko nung nabasa ko to. Parang ano lang to eh, yung, alam niyo yung first iteration ng live action ni Ang. Live action ng The Last Airbender. Yung pangalan ni Ang doon, hindi Ang, Ong. Parang changing for the sake of changing para may stamp of ownership ng bago. Di ba? Although, syempre, I could be wrong. I could be wrong with my analysis, no? Pero yun, yung parang why would you even put judging and perceiving redundant na lang siya. 'Di ba? So dapat ganyan kayo, no, sa mga theory na binabasa niyo. Hindi lang kayo basta-basta tanggap ng theory. Atakihin niyo din pag minsan. Hindi naman magagalit mo yan, wala na sila eh. Tsaka privately naman. Pero yun nga, ito yung kumbaga dito ang point ko lang dito is yung MBTI, it's not really Myers-Briggs. It's actually Jung's. And the thing is, they actually butchered Jung. For me, they did not follow exactly what Jung wants to wants to achieve. Although, syempre, I could be wrong. I'm not the best Jungian there is. No? But I know a lot of Jungian that are not really fond of MBTI. They also despise MBTI. Kasi nga, parang hindi siya talaga reflection ng theory ni Jung. That's why, as much as possible daw, yung MBTI, parang nilalayo na nila yung sarili nila kay Jung. No? Siguro, parang respeto na lang dun, di ba? So, ayun. Now, where do they nagets nyo ba yung attitude and functions? Siguro as an example nito, no, yung mga sensing people, usually yung mga introverted sensing, usually sila yung mga paano ba? Sensing usually kasi yung extroverted sensing mga engineer, usually engineer, extroverted sensing tsaka thinking, extroverted thinking sila, no? Introverted intuition and introverted feeling, so usually sila yung mga creative type. Extroverted intuition, sila yung mga magagaling sa social communication, no? Sila yung parang mga politiko, extroverted intuition. Tapos dagdagan pa ng feeling, yan, mga politiko yung mga yan. And then yung mga writers, yung mga philosophers, sila yung mga introverted intuitive thinking. Introverted intuition, introverted thinking. Kasi they're very, siguro ako nga, INTJ. So, yun, ganun sila. Pero yun nga, di ba, INTJ, INTP, tinignan din natin yung description nila, parang parehas lang. INTJ and INTP. Kaya nga lumilitaw din minsan sa akin na INTP ako. No? Because judging and perceiving, they're basically useless. Okay? So, pagpasensyahan nyo na ako, medyo malakas yung passion at feelings na lumalabas. Kasi medyo attached ako dun sa theory ni Jung. Okay? So, that's how MBTI or the basis of MBTI. As you can see, medyo iba. Okay? Another thing pala, no, regarding kay Jung, ginawa niya yung attitudes and functions na to, it's not the core of his idea. Okay? Marami nagsasabi na parang, si Jung masyado siyang limited, parang nilimit niya lang yung mga persons. Hindi. Parang sinimplify niya nga yung idea niya kasi deep within the attitude and functions, meron pang mga collective unconscious, meron pang mga archetypes. And then sometimes yung archetypes na yon, meron silang mga sariling attitudes and functions. And actually, yung parang yung mga attitudes and functions na yan, they are actually a form of archetype. Yun nga, introverted intuition and introverted thinking, that is an archetype of a wise old man. Diba? Yung archetype ng extroverted intuition and extroverted feeling, dagdagan mo pa ng parang evil intent, no? Or evil intent, that is somehow, hindi naman evil, no? Pero hindi siya, iba yung evil kasi, pag sinabing evil, baka mapunta tayo sa philosophy. But anyway, so parang medyo iba na kind of morality mo, trickster, parang gano'n. Okay, so meron pa siyang mas malalim dyan. No? So, hindi lang yan yung theory ni Jung. Okay? That's why I find it unfair whenever people are saying, outdated naman yung theory ni Jung. Di naman totoo yung theory ni Jung. So, automatic ito. Hindi naman sa ganun, di ba? But anyway, yun. Yung parang kay Jung, hindi yan yung niya. Hindi yan yung parang goal niya. Or hindi yan yung parang concept niya of human mind. Okay? Mas marami pa siyang sinabi. Yun nga lang, parang for the sake of simplicity na lang din. Kaya niya ginawa yan. And if you have to describe Jung's theory, simplicity is not the right word that you will use. Okay, kaya siguro maraming mga misinterpretation, no? Mas maraming mga kung ano-anong hindi tama na nangyari after mawala ni Jung nung wala na siya to correct other people in his interpretation. But then again, of course, I do agree naman na hindi scientific si Jung. Okay? Hindi scientific si Jung. I see his personality theory as more of a philosophical one. But then again, psychology is also philosophical. So, anyway, siguro ang na lang din dito is that Jung's theory is not meant to be scientific. So, if you are going to make a test, usually we are making a test to make it a scientific tool. Diba? So, kung ang theory mo, in the first place, is not a scientific theory, it will follow that your test is not also scientific. Diba? But the thing is, MBTI and their authors are presenting MBTI as scientific. Kaya, pag tinest na siya using scientific rigors, scientific approach, no, like validity, reliability, and whatnot, it fails because it's not designed to be like that, no? Kung finalo talaga nila si Jung, hindi magiging ganyan. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, but the point is, yung MBTI, it's came from Jung's idea, but at the same time, it's not Jung's idea. Okay? So, where did they use MBTI? Ang sabi dun sa website, di ba? Hiring daw, di ba? Forming your team. Dating in some cultures, like in Korea. So, sobrang sikat nito sa Korea. As in, parang naghahanap talaga sila ng kakompatible nila. No? Dito nanggaling yung parang hindi daw, ano tawag dito? Parang hindi ka pag hindi ka compatible yung mga MBTI mo, parang i-skip ka sa sa Tinder or something, di ba? Sir, nakapasa po ang TOP namin dahil sa iyo po. Thank you. Okay, welcome, no? I'm glad na nakatulong yung mga videos natin. Ito, TOP pa to. actually, assessment na. But anyway, so yun. Dating in Korea, parang requirement ng MBTI, no? Here in the Philippines, hindi pa naman ganun katindi, but then again, I see some people that are using MBTI as their prerequisite, no, for dating, and that's not good. Hiring, it's also used, but hindi siya masyadong in-encourage, no? Hindi siya in-encourage for hiring. But then again, career development and training, I think, no, with all my trash talk sa MBTI, I think career development and training pwedeng MBTI. But the question there is it worth it? No? Worth it ba? Kasi marami pang mga ibang mga tests ang pwedeng makatulong sa career development and training na mas mas accurate, no? I mean, mas accurate in the sense na mas reliable, mas valid, and so on. Okay, so ito yung mga basic use ng MBTI. But for me, no, dapat career development and training lang. Dating, hindi pwede. Huwag mong gagamitin yung MBTI sa dating, please, no? Parang ano yan yung yung ginagawa niyong meme sa internet, yung parang yung mga psychology daw para sa kanina daw, yung mga psychology major sa mga engineering. Ano ba yung mga bago ngayon? Cream? Hindi ko alam, no? Wag niyong lokohin yung mga sarili ninyo. No? Kung gusto niyo yung tao, kahit ano pang course niyan, ligawan niyo or the moves niyo, no? Wala nang ganun, okay? Parang excuse na lang yung mga ganyan eh, no? But anyway, so hiring, hindi din siya maganda. Okay, so now, no, medyo na-touch na natin to. Ano ba yung mga issues talaga ni MBTI? So first yun nga, yung theoretical issues niya. Maliban doon sa mga sinabi ko kanina, personality types are too limiting. Diba? Parang MBTI kasi basically sinasabi, 16 lang yung personality ng tao. Naniniwala ba kayo 16 lang ang personality types ng mga tao? I disagree, no? Because in my experience as a person lang, hindi man psychology major, I doubt na 16 lang yung personality ng mga tao. Minsan nga, within a person, there are a lot of personalities eh. No, hindi ibig sabihin, hindi iba pa yung DID, iba pa yung dissociative, no? Pero within a person, 'di ba? Sometimes we have to act as a leader. Sometimes we have to act as a follower. 'Di ba? Sometimes we have to act as a normal person, as a weird person. For example, in my case, I have a YouTube mode, I have a personal mode, 'di ba? I have kung ano pang mode. 'Di ba? So it's really limiting for you to say that you have 16 personalities or the humanity has 16 personalities. Okay? So it's really weird, no? MBTI medyo weird yung 16 personalities. Can we actually say that two INTJs are alike? Okay? So can we say that two INTJs are alike? For example, I am an INTJ. Siguro yung iba sa inyo INTJ. Would you say that we have the same personality? Would you say that if we are presented with the same stimulus, we will react on the same thing? Or we will react at the same manner? It's hard to say. Diba? Mamaya makikita din na yung predictive power. So, hindi din siya Okay? So, the moment you identify the feeling and thinking type is helpful in a relationship and in the classroom setting. I do agree with that, no? I do agree with that sentiment na, for example, alam mo na thinking ka and then feeling ka, but at the same time, do you really need INFJ or do you really need MBTI for that? That's what I'm saying. Do you really need MBTI for you to assess if a person is a thinking type or feeling type? Yun yung parang isang issue nito eh. Parang mamaya sa practical issues yun. Okay? Pero dito muna tayo sa theoretical issues. Okay? So ibang, parang ano, di ba? Doon pala sa theoretical, logically speaking, it doesn't make sense. Okay? Another thing, binary nature. As I've mentioned nga kanina, Jung did not see attitudes and functions as binary. Ibig sabihin hindi sila binary, hindi sila either or. It's a continuum or parang may tendency. Ang word ni Jung doon, tendency. Pag sinabing tendency, madalas ganon pero minsan hindi. Madalas introverted ka, pero minsan hindi. Okay? Ako, pag ganun ako, pag madalas introverted ako, most of my waking life, but kapag kasama ko yung mga kaibigan ko, no? Medyo extroverted ako. I talk a lot, di ba? Especially if they're asking something that is within the scope of my interest. Di ba? So it's really hard. to say that that MBTI is logical. Okay? And then another thing, Jung's idea were not scientific. Okay? So, yung feelings ko about it, sinabi ko na kanina, 'di ba? Hindi scientific si Jung, pero philosophical siya. And philosophy is a big help. And actually, philosophy is the way you make sense of the world, the way you make meaning in your life. And we all know that meaning in life is actually related to well-being. Okay? So, kung may magsasabi dyan na useless ang philosophy, pwede ko silang sampalin ng mga papers na nagsasabi na yung mga taong may philosophy sa buhay or sinusundang philosophy, mas masaya sila sa mga taong hindi sumusunod sa mga philosophy or something. Okay? So, yun yung feelings ko about that. But then again, theoretically speaking, it's not scientific. Okay? So, yung ideas were not scientific. Tapos lumayo pa sila sa ideas ni Jung. So, therefore, no, theoretically speaking, madami na siyang issue. And susunod yon sa psychometric issues niya. So, if you're learning, first time learning sa psychometrics, so psychometrics is basically reliability and validity of a test. Reliability is yung consistency ng scores nung binibigay ng test na yon. And then validity, it is anchored sa theoretical, theoretical underpinnings niya. So, therefore, pag theoretical underpinnings pa lang, hindi na siya valid, yung validity nagsasuffer na. Okay? So, and then reliability, sa reliability, there are a lot of ways on how to measure, pero yung pinaka-basic is yung test, retest, reliability. And as mentioned nga kanina, in my case, minsan INTJ ako, minsan INFP ako, and then may iba sa inyo na nag-iiba din yung mga personality nila, no? Minsan 2 weeks lang yung nakaraan. Okay? So, dun pa lang sa test, retest, that is the most basic form of reliability testing. Ha? Marami pang may ibang reliability testing, particularly yung mga robust version like Cronbach Alpha, although hindi applicable yung Cronbach Alpha dito. Marami silang mga ginamit. No? I'm not really aware since this is categorical variable yung pinaproduce niya. Hindi ako masyadong aware sa mga categorical inter-item reliability. Kasi mga usually inter-item reliability, they are interval variables. Okay? So, but anyway, this is getting too technical. Basically, yung reliability ng MBTI, hindi siya consistent. Okay? And then, another thing, actually, sa next, sa practical issues, no? So, kita nyo, theoretical, may tama siya. Psychometrics, may tama siya. I mean, tama, parang, hindi siya tama, hindi siya no? And then, lack of predictive power. Ito, may sinabi si Lilac. Sana may brain research bakit may very logical MBTI types kasi observable talaga na may taong very logical. This is one of the problem of MBTI. They tried, actually, I'm not really sure if they tried this, no? But, for example, in Big Five. Sa Big Five may introversion, extroversion, agreeableness, and whatnot. Pag sinabi may predictive power yung isang test, yung introverted tsaka extroverted na tao, pag i-brain scan mo sila, magkaiba dapat sila ng, merong difference yung brains nila. So, sa Big Five, yung limang yun, meron silang somehow connected, no? Hindi ganun kataas, no? Hindi ganun kataas yung mga stats nila. Pero somehow, no? Meron sila nakitang evidence regarding dun nga sa pagiging agreeable, no? Magkaiba yung brain ng mga taong agreeable sa mga less agreeable, mga conscientious, hindi conscientious, sa mga introverted, extroverted, and so on. Sa MBTI, wala pang ginawang ganun. Okay? Baka sabihin, sir, wala pang ginagawa, baka hindi pa nila ini-start. Or, pwedeng ganun, no? Baka wala pang gumagawa. Pero may another explanation. Baka meron ng gumawa, hindi naging significant yung results. Okay? So that's one of the issues na naman ng MBTI. Very sa predictive power. Another thing, regarding sa careers. Actually, na-mention ko kanina, pwede siya sa careers. Pero regarding sa careers, wala rin daw yung INTJ and INFP. In hiring, or basically MBTI in general, no, in hiring din, hindi din siya masyadong predictive. I mean, kahit mag-form ka pa ng dream team ng mga MBTI combinations. No? For example, dapat may isa kang INTJ na magli-lead, may isa kang ESFP na parang magiging creative director ninyo. No? Tapos meron kang isang INTJ na parang siya yung thinker and so on. It doesn't work. Why? Why does it, bakit di ba nag-work yun? Kasi sa isang team, hindi importante yung personality. I mean, importante yung personality. But at the same time, other factors such as motivation. Di ba? Motivation, yung relationship itself, no? Meron bang rapport sa bawat isa? Di ba? Meron bang incentive, no? To do your best? Meron bang incentive to do the teamwork? Meron bang narrative yung team? Diba? Kasi hindi lang personality, hindi lang MBTI yung magsasabi kung magiging compatible ba yung team or hindi. So this also extends, no, with the dating. Okay? Hindi siya magiging useful na, for example, INTJ ako, dapat compatible. Sino ba yung compatible sa INTJ? Hindi ko alam kung sino yung mga compatibility. Dati, nabasa ko yan eh. Medyo alam ko yan, pero ngayon, dinilit ko na sa utak ko. Pero, INTJ, let's say, siguro sa ISFP, pwede siya. Di ko sure, ISFP. So, does that really work? Siguro, there are some, ENFP, okay. So, palagay nyo ba mag-work yun? I mean, kung yun lang, di ba? Kung yun lang, because relationships are not about personalities. Relationship is about accepting other person's personality, accepting their attitudes in life, no? As it is. Okay? Malay mo, sa kakahanap mo ng ENFP, yung isang nanliligaw sa'yo na hindi ENFP, yun pala yung para sa'yo. And at the same time, no? Relationship, it's not about the person na nakilala mo on that day. It's about working out the relationship. Okay? Hindi ko alam dahil ba matanda na ako, no? Or pero yung relationship kasi, guys, hindi yan compatibility test. Siguro merong mga factors na para magsasabi na compatible kayo and whatnot, but it's not really the personality lang. Other factors like, for example, yung socioeconomic status, 'di ba? Religion or lack thereof. Ano pa ba? Interests. Okay? Kasi kung magkaibang sobrang iba yung interest ninyo, wala kayong common factor, talagang hindi kayo mag-ano. Pero as you can see, they're not just personalities. It is a lot of things. Kung compatibility lang pag-uusapan, ha? Compatibility, it's not just personalities. It's all about attitude, beliefs, di ba? A way of seeing things, interest. Okay? And another thing, in relationship, mag-aaway kayo. No? And in the relationship, it's all about that. No? May yung hindi naman fixing yung tawag na. It's all about parang how to make it work out. Okay? Ang relationship hindi yan passive, active yan. Okay, hindi lang siya, compatible kayo tapos happily ever after na hindi. There are a lot of nuances in human relationships. Okay? So, it's often misused talaga. Okay, hindi ako love coach, guys. Wag niyong take yung mga sinasabi ko as a fact. Okay? Sorry. Opinion ko lang 'yon. Hindi ko sinasabing gawin 'yon. But I'm just saying in my experience. Okay? DJ JP. Di yan. Ayokong maging brand 'yan. Okay? So, anong point ko doon? It's practically useless sa dating. Okay? And sometimes it can be harmful pa. Kasi yun nga, sabi ko, malay nyo, hindi naman pala ENFJ yung compatible sa inyo. Yung compatible sa inyo, yung kaya ka lang kayong kausapin for the rest of your life or something like that. We have different values, we have different priorities in life. No? Minsan, baka compatible nga kayo ng personality, pero magkaiba naman kayo ng priority. Di ba? Kasi kahit naman sabi mong may para-pareha, kumbaga, yun nga yan, isa na namang issue, hindi naman ibig sabihin na INFP yan. Yan yung INFP na compatible sa'yo kasi iba-iba yung mga INFP. Iba-iba yung mga INTJ, iba-iba yung mga INTJ. Okay? So, siguro na ganito na lang, no? Para hindi nyo ako ma-misinterpret. Siguro ang sinasabi ko lang is, yes, it can help, no? But it is not the linchpin. It's not the most important thing that you have to consider. Okay? Kumbaga, wag tayong mag-center doon. We have to be multi-perspective. Sabi nga ni Pia J, no, dapat tanggalin natin yung centering natin, no? Kailangan mag-formal operations tayo, every perspective makita natin. Okay? So, it's not about the personality lang. But of course, again, it counts din naman. Ang nakikita ko lang na issue doon is baka mag-focus masyado din yung tao. And pag nag-focus masyado din yung tao, tumataas yung standards or iba yung standards, so hindi siya aligned sa reality ng mundo. Okay? And then next, it relies too much in Barnum effect in describing personalities. So what is Barnum effect? This is basically what horoscopes are really famous for. No, yung Barnum effect, it's basically flattery. Okay? Parang they will be vague as possible. Uy, you're very creative, 'di ba? Lahat naman ng tao creative. You have so many interests, 'di ba? Yan, so horoscope. No, basically yun nga, maraming nagsasabi na yung MBTI is the horoscope of the psychological tests. Okay? And I agree. I agree with that. They seem real, no? But it is confirmation bias yung tawag diyan. Okay? So confirmation bias na kung saan nag-agree lang tayo dun sa mga nag-agree tayo pero yung mga parang hindi tayo agree, ini-ignore lang natin sila kaya parang scary accurate daw yung test. Okay? So, horoscope siya, yung parang yung, kung ano-ano. And then lastly, ito yung grabe naman kayo. No? Yeah. Jack of all trades ako, pero di ako manghuhula, guys. So, next is, last practical issue ng natin is yung self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay? So, self-fulfilling prophecy, ito siguro yung hindi naman dangerous, pero pinaka-harmful, no, in using MBTI. Okay? Kasi pag sa MBTI, for example, yun, nakita mo INTJ ka. And then, nag-agree ka lahat, no, dun sa mga sinabi ng INTJ. And then, sabi ng horoscope, ng MBTI, compatible ka sa, ano daw ko yung compatible mo? Compatible ka sa ENFP. So, susundan mo yung horoscope, yung MBTI, no? ENFP, maghanap ka ng ENFP. Tapos, sinabi nung na hindi siya ENFP. O sige, sinabi niya ENFP siya. Okay? Nung sinabi niya ENFP siya, ayun, naging kayo. So, naging kayo. Self-fulfilling prophecy siya. Okay? Pero, let's take it in another direction. No? Let's just say, for example, in DNFP, yung, kumbaga, may jowa ka na. Yan. May jowa ka na at that point no nag-test ka. Nag-test ka ng MBTI. Nasa INTJ ka. Tapos, ang mo daw is ENFP. Tapos, pinag-take mo yung jowa mo ng MBTI. Tapos, ang lumabas, hindi ENFP. ISTJ. No? Hindi, so wag na ESTJ. Basta yung iba, hindi ENFP. So, ang danger doon is that, ang tendency, no, mag-self-fulfilling prophecy ka. Sabi ng sabi ng MBTI ko, hindi ako compatible sa taong ito. Ang mangyayari nun, you will see everything that is negative about that person and about that relationship. And then you will absorb that as something that is a fact. So, ano mangyayari? Magbe-break kayo. Kasi nga, finulfill mo yung prophecy ng horoscope, ng MBTI mo. Okay, that's the danger of self-fulfilling prophecy. So you can also apply that in other perspective, in other setting din. Not just in dating, but also in work, no, in your personal life, no. For example, yan, ESFJ ka, tapos isang problem ng ESFP. ESFP, isang problem daw na may ESFP, hindi sila nakakapag-focus, no? O pag di sila nakapag-focus, ano mangyayari? Magiging self-fulfilling prophecy yun. Hindi sila magpo-focus sa mga trabaho nila. Because, again, focus is not a personality. It's a skill. Siguro may mga personalities na tendency na maging focus sila, no, like INTJ, no, or kaya hindi maging focus kung ESFP sila or something. But it's not all one, all be all. Okay? So, yun yung siguro, isa sa mga danger talaga, no, ng dependence ng isang tao sa MBTI. Actually, in any test naman in anything naman, 'di ba? Pag nasobrahan yung tiwala natin, no, to the point na parang nagiging na siyang hindi na siya applicable sa buhay natin in general. Talagang magkakaroon ng issues. Okay? So that's the practical issue, no, in MBTI. Okay? So, parang parallel with issue ng multiple intelligence, naming abilities, and yes, actually, that's true. Yung isa din yung, multiple intelligence na yan, sa pseudoscience, Okay? Marami magdi-disagree sa akin, lalo na yung mga education na major, no? Pero, hindi sila. Yung multiple intelligence, they're just basically abilities. Okay? And it's also self-fulfilling prophecy. It's also Barnum effect, di ba? And so on. Okay? So, ayun. Sir, not related pero ang glow mo today, effect po ba ng MBTI? Hindi, lighting lang yan, guys. Nasa lighting lang yan. So, yun. Nasa ilaw lang yan. Anong glow? Anong glowing na Pinapansin niyo yung ayan, tingnan, umiilaw yung noo ko. Ayan. Saka bagong ligo ako. Kaya, siguro ganun. Okay, so, MBTI, it has so many, Bakit naman kasi nakatutok, sir? Wala, hindi ko maayos Maliit lang yung room ko Okay? Coping mechanism yan. Anong coping mechanism? Coping mechanism yung pagpansin sa glowing Anyway, so practical, those are the issues, no? As you can see, sir, bali sa ibang video, hindi ako naliligo na. Umaga kasi yun Halos kagigising ko pag nagpi-film ako ng bagong video. So, di talaga ako maliligo. So, ayun. Now, ano pa ba? Sige, sagutin ko muna yung mga chat. Sir, ano ang schedule ng live mo po? Yung sa members only natin, every Saturday yan. No? Saturday. Hello, Gerald Gonzalez. Good evening. Sa isang long time members natin, no? Si Sir Gerald Gonzalez. Thank you sa pagbisita. Okay, so going back here in our discussion, as you can see, lahat walang magandang record si MBTI in terms of theoretical background, may problem. And then sa psychometric issues niya, another problem, napaka-abysmal talaga ng reliability niya, no? And then in terms of practical issues, it's also a problem. Not to mention din pala, no, baka may magsabi, sir, may mga studies naman na nagsasabi na reliable siya, may studies na nagsabi na validity siya. And I've checked those, resources. Sino yung author? Si Myers-Briggs. Or si Myers, or si Briggs, yung author. Okay. Isa doon si Myers-Briggs, yung parang lagi sinasite na yung regarding sa validity niya. And then parang meron ding conflict of interest usually yung mga test na yon. Okay? So, ayun, meron din siyang mga issues, yung mga studies na nagsabi na tama yung MBTI or something. Okay? So, ayun. But, no, despite all of these issues, despite all of these problems, why is it still popular? Okay? Why is it still popular? Palagay nyo, no? Without siguro reading the why do you think it is still popular? Okay? Siguro ito sabi ni Lilang, maganda rin kasi na malaman ng cognitive function, adjust your MBTI type. Yeah, that's true, no? Kumbaga, hindi lang, yun nga, hindi ka dapat naka-hinge lang sa MBTI. Okay? So, pero sir, is there a chance din na maging acceptable MBTI or wala na po talaga kaya can it be better improved? O para sa akin, wala. Ako nga mukhang glow po siya. Pero para sa akin, helpful ang MBTI. I administer it to my high school students. Yes, I think may help yung MBTI. As I mentioned nga, may use siya. Especially sa career placement, no? Career development. Yun nga, sa mga high school, usually yun yung kailangan nila. No? Okay, so, ayan. So, ito may sumagot. Personally, yung 16P personalities, avatars, and Bardong effect. Yeah, that's true. Another answer, very accessible siya, no? Nasa internet. Yes, another ano yan, another factor yan, no? Kung bakit sikat pa din siya. Mabilis siya ma-access. Another reason kung bakit sikat kasi sir masyado siyang accessible kaya po sikat din siya. Di ka na makaka-access ng RPM online. Yes, that's another thing, no? But in terms of accessibility, Big 5 is also accessible. Okay? Big 5 is also accessible. Ang daming libreng Big 5. Merong short version, 24 items. Merong long version, 114 items. Merong extra long version, 500 items. Diba? Ayan, ito yung gusto ko. Nasa IG bio ng pinopormahan ko. So, para makada moves ka, mag-ano ka din, no? Mag-MBTI ka din. Yung fan art po, ang ganda nila. Diba? Ano yan? Marketing. Magaling yung marketing, no? So actually you're all correct naman with your observation kung bakit ano siya, kung bakit sikat pa din siya, no? Ano to, administer Big 5 po last week. Sir, bigyan niyo po lang po sila ng mga magaganda mga avatars magiging popular po. yung ano no, Big 5 nga, no? Being INFP is true to me and I've served in the types MBTI is still useful and I continue use it. And there's nothing wrong with that naman, no? It is still useful. It's useful naman yung MBTI but not to the extent that ang main issue ko din sa MBTI is masyado siyang ano sa marketing niya. Binabash ko yung marketing ng MBTI because it's too effective. Okay? Masyadong effective yung marketing ng MBTI. That's one reason That's one reason kung bakit sobrang sikat ng MBTI. Bago tayo pumunta dito. Isang reason kung bakit sobrang sikat ng MBTI kasi successful sila sa marketing. Okay? So, and then, naging siyang cultural phenomenon. Diba? Naging siyang cultural phenomenon, nag-viral siya sa YouTube, naging sikat siya sa Korea. So, yung mga K-pop artists, nag-MBTI sila. So, syempre, sobrang sikat ng mga K-pop artists. So, talaga sisikat yung mga yan. Okay? So, madali siyang i-market. Okay? Madali siyang i-share. And then, madali siyang i-access. Both in a literal sense, ibig sabihin ng literal sense is, madali siyang makuha sa internet, and madali din siyang intindihin. Diba? Accessible siya in a cognitive perspective. Madali siyang intindihin kahit hindi ka psych major. Diba? Kaya mo siyang intindihin. Meanwhile, Big 5, no? Big 5 and its variant, 16PFs and yung pinakabagong hexaco. Para ma-interpret mo yung mga kailangan mo ng psychometrician. At least, psychometrician. Minsan nga, kahit mga psych major, medyo, lalo na pag bago-bago lang sila, hindi nila magigets agad yung ibig sabihin ng mga, ano na yun. Diba? So, yan. Kumbaga, the main reason, I think, why it is still popular is because it's a story. No? Sabi nga ni Jonathan Aspuria, binabase sa mga story ng characters. And that's true. No, siguro kung meron silang nakuwang tama kay Jung is ito 'yon. Okay? Ito yung tama na nakuha nila kay Jung. Yung love stories. Okay? Parang fascinated siya sa literature. So, fascinated siya sa mga myths, legends, and fables, and anything na involve yung stories. And actually, yung theory niya is really a big story talaga. But baka masyado tayong mapunta kay Jung, no? But the point here is that Big 5, MBTI is a story. Okay? There is a story. Diba? In everything that you're reading sa MBTI, may story. 'Di ba? Oh, isa kang INTJ. So pag INTJ ka, ganto ka. So pagdating mo sa mga relationship, ganto ka. Pagdating sa mga goals mo sa buhay, ganto ka. Pagdating sa creativity mo, ganto. May kwento. 'Di ba? May kwento siya. Okay? Dahil may kwento siya, yung mga tao, we love stories. Okay? We love stories. And kapag may storyline, no, kahit ano pa yan, pansinin nyo, lahat ng mga bagay na may storyline, kinakain natin yan. Chismis eh. Hindi, I mean, stories eh. Diba? We like stories. And MBTI is a story. So that's why, that is the main reason why it is easy to market. Madali siyang ibenta. No? Madali siyang ibenta sa ibang tao kasi madali siyang intindihin dahil merong istorya. Pag merong istorya yung isang bagay, madali na lang siyang magstay sa isip ng tao. No? Kaya nga isang way sa pagre-review is gawan mo ng storya or hanapin mo yung storyline ng nire-review mo kasi that's our way of learning eh. We want to learn the story. Okay? And apply that in marketing. Sa marketing, laging ganyan yung mga ads. Laging may story yung mga ads. Di ba? O, kunyari, yung ads ko sa ano ko, sa membership. O, kailangan mo, meron kang kailangan, you want to prepare for board exam, so here. Diba? So, meron na rin mga nag-take, pumasa sila. So, diba? Storyline. Lahat ng marketing, tignan nyo, ganun sila, may storyline lagi. So, yung MBTI, it's a walking storyline. That's why everyone latched on it. Okay? May projection dyan. Okay? Napoproject natin yung gusto nating maging. Pansinin nyo, yung mga personality types na nandun sa 16th PF, lahat sila sobrang ganda. No? I mean, sobrang ganda in the way na ang perfect ng personality. And if you're living in the world for the past few years, hindi maganda yung buhay. So we want to project, we want to fulfill our wishes. Okay? We want to give up control. Ibig sabihin, we don't want to give up control. Isa to sa mga parang sa wish fulfillment na, kaya ko ginawa to kasi INTJ ako eh. May storyline ka eh. No? INTJ ako kaya ginawa ko to. You're giving up control. You did not do the thing because you want to do it. You did it because you are INTJ. Mas madali yun eh. You're relinquishing responsibility. Because you have a story. Okay? And another thing, kung bakit sikat siya, we human beings are wired to categorize, no? We want to categorize. Lagi natin ginugrupo yung mga bagay-bagay. No, as Piaget said, categorization, that's one of our talents as a human being. No? We want to categorize things, we want to categorize people, including ourselves, no? It is far more simple to reduce people in 16 categories than to think about their personalities in terms of almost infinite permutations of Big Five. Kasi kung Big Five yung titignan natin, pansinin nyo yung Big Five. O, introversion mo mababa. Agreeableness mo mataas. Yung conscientiousness mo mababa. Neuroticism mo mababa. And so on. Okay? So if that is the case, anong mas pipiliin mo as a person na basahin? Yung 16 personality na may storyline? Or yung Big Five na puro numbers lang? Numbers lang na kailangan mong may mag-interpret para sa'yo kung anong ibig sabihin ng mga scores na yun. So, anong tendency? Mas madaling bilhin yung isa. Okay? So, balik tayo sa MBTI na naman. And sabi nga ng isang professor ko dati, no? It is not about the scientific merit, okay? But always the packaging. Okay? So, MBTI, it's like a candy, no? Sobrang it's like a artisanal candy. Alam mo yung artisanal candy, sobrang gandang candy, no? Maganda, siguro masarap, no? But at the end of the day, empty calories lang 'yan. Hindi siya yes, it can be useful, it can be fun, but at the end of the day, it's not really useful. Para siyang junk food, yeah. Tama. No? Pero maganda yung packaging niya eh. 'Di ba? And if you've noticed naman sa buhay, 'di ba? Sabi nila, don't judge the book by its cover. Mali. We always judge the book by its cover. And it just so happened that MBTI has the best cover of every test that there is. Nakita nyo naman sa website nila, 'di ba? Ang colorful, may mga cartoons, 'di ba? Mayroong mga testimonials o story na naman 'yun. Diba? That's why it's very popular. Okay? Ah, yun yung reason kung bakit marami nagtatanong, siguro marami nagtataka, eh sir, kung ganun pala na maraming issue, ba't mali yung ano? Yun, best in face validity. Face validity, too good to be true. I think that's the best answer that I can give, no? In terms of face validity, too good to be true. Balikan natin yung website. Balikan natin yung website, no? But, ayaw na ayaw na mag-reset. Forget my results. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, so kung babalikan natin yung ano niya, ayaw na mabalik. But anyway, so tignan nyo na lang yung website niya, no? In terms of in terms of face validity, yun nga yung ano niya. Sobrang face valid niya. To the point na parang magtataka ka kung matagal ka nang kung matagal ka nang nag-administer ng test o mahawak ng test, parang sasabihin mo, parang may mali dito sa parang may mali doon sa website. Ibig sabihin sa mali doon, ba't masyadong positive? Masyado siyang maraming promises. Okay? And sabi nga nila, di ba, if it is too good to be true, it probably is. And that's how MBTI works. Okay? So, now, what are the alternatives? Of course, there are a lot of alternatives. No? Yung pinaka dyan, yung hexaco, no? Big 6 yan. Big 5, yung ocean, and then 16PF. Okay? So, to sum it up, no? MBTI markets itself as a scientific personality test, which is not accurate. This is the primary issue of MBTI. It is more of a sophisticated sorting hat that generalizes people's general tendencies while neglecting the nuances and intricacies of individual human experiences. Okay? So it is fun to use but not useful in exploring the depth of human experience and psychology. So it's a story of ideal or archetypal people which resonates with us deep within our psyche. No, after all, it is based on Jung's idea, which is not scientific but more of a philosophy or spiritual take on the human mind. Okay, so I think that's my overall assessment sa MBTI, no? Again, no, it has uses. Pwede siyang magamit. But the thing is, worth it ba yung babayad mo sa MBTI para gamitin siya? And another thing is that meron namang mga alternatives. Okay? So, and then of course, yun nga yung sinasabi ko, meron din siyang mga danger. No? Yung isa sa mga danger niya is yung self-fulfilling prophecy. Tapos hindi pa nakatulong na very accessible siya sa maraming tao. Okay? So, in other words, MBTI is not as legitimate as it claims to be based sa mga scientific studies na meron tayo. Of course, you can search it up naman. No? Wala sila sa mga sources dito, pero isang search na lang, no? Issues in MBTI, lalabas na lahat yun. Okay? So, siguro, again, it's fun. It's fun to take, but then again, mas marami. Use it with caution. Yes, tama. Use it with caution. And preferably, no, just use it for fun and do not depend your life on it. Okay? Do not use it as your Bible. Do not use it as your religion. Of course, parang ano lang yan eh. In any knowledge naman that we have to use those knowledge kung compatible sila sa atin at the same time kung nakakatulong sila sa atin. Pero again, if hindi na sila nakakatulong, and then minsan nakakasama pa sila, siyempre, mas maganda nang bitawan na natin sila. Okay? So, MBTI is not that legitimate as it seems because it has theoretical issues, it has practical issues, it has psychometric issues, and it's just very good in marketing. Okay? So, do you have any questions or clarifications regarding sa MBTI? Meron ba? Meron ba kayong tanong? Nainis ba kayo sa akin? Sa mga MBTI MBTI fans, no? Pero ganun talaga. Marami talagang may mga debates pa rin naman, no? May nagtanong nga dito, yun nga yung sabi nila, pwede pa bang improve? Para sa akin, hindi na eh. Kasi nga, yung basis mismo nila, it's not really scientific. So, if they want to fix it, no, pwede nilang sabihin na hindi siya scientific. Philosophical siya, based sa philosophy or based sa non-scientific concept. Kasi yun nga yung danger dun eh. Parang they post themselves as very scientific when in reality, hindi sila pumapasa sa mga scientific standards. Okay? Thoughts on using MBTI para sa mapagawa ng character sa mga stories? No problem with that, no? But the thing I worry about using MBTI lang is baka maging stock characters or stock yung characters ninyo. No, what do I mean by that? Kasi kunyari INTJ siya. So, pag INTJ siya, parang wala yung mga, yun nga yung sabi ko, nuances and intricacies. Okay? For example, I am an INTJ. Ang pinakaunang tingin nyo sa mga INTJ, very rigid, very structured, no, very organized. While that is true, at the same time, I still have my free time. No? I still have emotions. And I can have spontaneity in my life from time to time. Diba? And I have things. I have experiences na hindi ma-experience ng same na INTJ. Okay? So, that's also the same with stories. That's also same with characters. Because if characters doesn't only acts as if they are just MBTIs, they are not people. And people will notice that. So if that's the case, people will notice that your characters are not really characters but are just MBTIs. They will not like that story. Okay? Pansinin nyo yung mga best stories that there is. No? Wala silang MBTI. Si Luffy, ano yung MBTI ni Luffy palagay nyo? ENFP. Si Luffy palagay ko. ENFP siya. Pero ENFP ba talaga siya? Very spontaneous ba siya? Kasi pag inaway mo yung mga friends niya, aawayin ka niya. That's not very spontaneous for me. Diba? So they are not just MBTI, they're just people. So if you're writing, no, characters in your story, write people, not MBTI personalities. Of course, you can, parang pwede naman na gawin yung template, yung MBTI. But of course, template sila for a reason. So yung template, kailangan, mag-evolve yan into something that is unique. So if you're writing your characters, do it in such a way. Para akong writer no? Hindi, pero nagbabasa ako ng mga script writing and whatnot, no? Sanderson, yung mga lessons niya. So, ayun. Okay? Sabi naman kayo. Ginagawa niyo ako santo. Naging writing webinar bigla. Isa yun sa mga ESFP, okay, no problem. Hindi siya thinking. Loopy thinking, di siguro. Pero yun din, di ba? Meron siya thinking part eh. Logical siya mag-isip, consistent siya. Di ba? Kumbaga may sarili siyang logic. Yun nga lang, hindi siya logical in the modern sense of the word. Okay? So, I hope you understood naman. I mean, I'm not really saying that you have to hate MBTI because I said nga na parang I love MBTI but at the same time, hindi naman ibig sabihin na gusto mo yung isang bagay tama na siya. Parang pagkain lang, di ba? Gusto mo kumakain ng sangyupsal, pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na healthy yun. Na yun lang yung lagi mong kakainin. No, yung everyday unli sangyupsal. Saan ka na lang pupulutin nun? Ano na lang yung cholesterol mo nun? No? Ano na lang yung triglycerin mo nun? Tsaka yung kung ano pa. So, again, in assessment din naman, maraming mga test yung ginagamit, hindi lang isa. Ayun. May tanong pa kayo? May tanong pa kayo or suggestion or anything? Anything, no? Related sa pinag-usapan, hindi related. Habang nakamood ako na sumagot ng tanong. Hindi ako nag-quote. Nakalimutan ko mag-quote. Di ba weird? Di ba kayo na-weird doon? Wala akong quote. Wala na kayong tanong. 1 hour and 40 minutes na pala tayo. Okay, so I think wala nang tanong, no? So that's it for MBTI. So siguro next week wala tayong live stream. Pero meron tayong bagong video, si Vygotsky, na marirelease sa Sunday. Ayan. So, sir, nagtanggap po ba kayo patasap pero by LBC? Wala, hindi ako nagplano niyan. Kaya niyo yan. Basbasan ko na lang kayo before ng board exam. Mag-live stream ako before board exam. Tapos babasbasan ko lahat ng pupunta doon sa live stream. No? Parang i-ano nyo yung mga, ano nyo. Sir, may tanong po ako. Anong tanong mo, Codex X? Meron pa ba kayong planong itakal ang Enneagram? Wala eh. Isa ding luma na din kasi yan eh. Yung Enneagram, di na masyadong ginagamit. Kaya hindi ko, ano. Mas bumata ka, sir. Walang quote. Kaya siguro sabi nyo, glowing ako, no? Bumata yung tsura ko kasi wala akong quote. Nakalimutan ko lang suot eh. Big 5 next ano. Sige, tignan natin no yung next na although yung next kong live stream, iniisip ko marami kasi nagtatanong sa akin paano mag-review ng 2 months, no? Paano ka mag-review ng 2 months for board exam? So parang naisip ko, kung ako yung magbo-board exam, tas 2 months na lang yung ano ko, paano ko nga ba gagawin 'yan? Palagay niyo okay 'yun? Although hindi ko inaano 'yun, no? Hindi ko sinasuggest 'yun or hindi ko ini-endorse yung ganong klaseng method. Okay. Totoo parang legit na online gamer si Sir ngayon. Hindi na ako teacher, no. Isa na akong gamer na lang. Mag-tackle ka rin sila ng dark psychology. I'm a bit skeptical about the concept of dark psychology. Although hindi ko pa talaga siya nababasa. No? Pag siguro nabasa ko, sige. Sir, pwede po ba mag-psychology sa Udemy? Di ako sure. No? Pero pwede ka naman mag-take doon. Di ko lang alam kung may credits yun. Okay? Sir, agree ka ba alisin sa DevPsych sa board exam once na namin yung Cyclopapaltam mental health and well-being? No problem. For me, wala namang problema yun kasi magbabago din yung magbabago din yung job description ng mga RPA, no? RPA na yung tawag, din na RPM, Psychology Associate. So it makes sense na magbabago din yung mga test. Pero yung mental health and well-being kasi, parang, yan eh. Yan yung, if I'm not mistaken, parang combination siya ng TOP tsaka ng ABSI. No? So, wala namang problema as in sa akin yan. Okay. So, baka di mo nilabhan. Nilalaban ko naman to. From time to time. Hindi, joke lang. Nilalaban ko naman. So, sir, how about yung projective test? I'm not licensed to do that. So, I will not do that. And projective test, hindi siya for public consumption. So, I doubt na gagawin natin yan. Sir, yun na lang. 2 months na lang. Sige. Di ba favorite theory siya si Pia J? Isa siya in terms of dev size, si Pia J yung favorite ko. Pero in terms of the whole psychology, favorite ko talaga si Jung. Jung yan ako. Kaya apologies ako ni Jung. Okay. So, shocks, kailangan na talaga ipasa ngayon. No? Kailangan yun. Mapapasa nyo na yun. Sana magkabid din po kayo about other psych test. Weakness ko po kasi yun. Ang worry ko lang kasi sa may ibang psych test, no? Parang ayokong maging public yung knowledge regarding sa kung paano i-administer yung mga test and ano yung laman ng mga test. First of all, yung laman ng mga test, bawal din ipakita yun online kasi copyright. And another thing is that, yun nga, parang hindi dapat makita yun ng public. No, kung ano yung laman. So, doon ako medyo nagkakaroon ng trepidation sa pagde-discuss ng may ibang psych test. Pero itong MBTI kasi na online naman siya. So, ayun. Ano pa? Sir, tanong pala, TOS-based po yung ayaw nyo? Yes, TOS-based tayo. No, lahat naman TOS-based. So, OMG, sir, yung yan. Oh. Sir, nag-active imagination ka rin po sa yung anong ibig mo sabihin? Pero yung active imagination, more like meditation yung ginagawa ko. Freudian ako, sir, kasi may ako maghukay ng nakaraan. Lahat naman ng mga psychodynamic, nanguhukay sila ng nakaraan. Pero yung pinaka nga si Freud. Pero in fairness, yung nakaraan kasi it's one way, no, to really make sense of your life. Kasi nangyari na eh. Kesa sa future, kasi future does not exist. So it's probabilities, and we're not good at thinking probabilities as a human being. Yan. Covered po ba lahat ng org theories? Yes, covered, no? Covered yung mga org theories dun. Na-discuss natin lahat, I think, no? Ng mga org theories. Yung classical, neoclassical, modern, yung contingency, yung teams, matrices, yun. Pati yung kay Mintzberg. Nadagdagan ko pa nga yun eh. Para sure din. Okay? So, ayan. Up po sa comment ko, ano iba yung tanong ni, ano? Sir, may tanong po ako. Code XX. Saan yung tanong mo? Hindi ko makita yung tanong mo. Code. Ayun. Medyo out of topic na po, sir. Working na po ako ngayon. Gusto kong tapusin yung pag-aaral ko. Pero pag nag-stop ako ng work ko ngayon, madidisappoint yung parents ko. Ano po tangin nyo? Parang hirap sagutin yan kasi hindi ko alam yung full context ng ano mo, ng nangyayari sa iyo, no? Pero siguro mas maganda if you can email me, no? Tapos i-detail mo yung concern mo, and then I will try to answer, no, during my free time, kasi if I will answer you right off the bat sa information na to, baka hindi pa makatulong, no, baka makasama pa yung sasabihin ko, so mas maganda kung meron akong information. Okay, so yun yung sagot ko sa tanong mo, code. Yan. So yung mga neoclassic tao, yes, meron dyan yung ano nasa ano natin yan. Okay. Nagpapatas. Ang dami talaga nagpapatasan, no? Paano ba naging tradition 'yun, no? Wala eh. Di ako face to face eh. Pero tignan natin. Pero yung pagtasa, kaya niyo 'yan. Babasbasan ko na lang kayo sa next live natin. Okay, so I think pwede na 'yon, no? We've been streaming for almost 2 hours na. Napansin niyo ba yung oras, no? Habang tumatagal, dumadami yung mga viewers natin. No? So 34 viewers tayo. So thank you for sa mga nag-tune in sa ating live stream. Oh, 2 hours na 'yun. Email nyo pala, sir. You can check out my sa about channel ko sa YouTube natin, no? About channel. Ay, about tab. Makikita mo yung email natin. Okay? So yan, yung sa mga di umabot, pwede nyo naman i-replay, no? Hindi ka naman i-up ko naman to. So magiging unlisted lang siya for a day siguro, and then I will upload it. Mag-upload din naman siya after a day. So you can watch it again. Okay? So huwag kayong mag-alala sa mga na-late. Okay, so I think that's it. We've been streaming for 1 hours and 50 minutes. So maraming salamat sa mga nanood and nakinig, and sa mga nagtanong, no? So I hope nag-enjoy kayo and natuto kayo natuto kayo nag-enjoy kayo, no, kahit paano. So sa mga gustong mag-join diyan sa channel natin, you can click join. Sa mga mag-review for RPM, makakatulong yung 3rd tier or 4th tier natin for your review. Okay? So again, maraming salamat and have a good night. Bye-bye. Ayun nyo pa? Abay na. Tulog na tayo. Okay? Bye-bye.